Hello, in this core video, we're going to be focusing on the sides of the core. We're going to start laying on our back so you can come to a comfortable position on your back. Just bring some awareness to your breath. Feel the belly rise and fall through the cycle of each breath. Slowly allow your awareness to tune into your body. On your next exhale, hug that right knee in towards your chest. On an inhale, release. Exhale, left knee in towards the chest. Inhale as you release. Good. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale as you release. So continue flowing, moving from side to side as you flow through the natural pace of your own breath. Exhaling as the knee squeezes in. Inhaling as you release. Seeing if, as you move through each exhale, if you can squeeze that knee a little bit further in towards your chest. Very good. Now we're going to continue with that same motion, but this time when we squeeze the knee into the chest, we're going to lift up the upper back. So this time on each exhale, as the knee comes in, the nose also reaches towards the knee. So exhale, knee to nose, upper back lifts, shoulder blades lift off the back. Exhale as you release. Again, moving side to side with the pace of your own breath. Pulling the navel down towards your mat on each exhale. Good. On your next exhale, release down, interlace your fingers behind your head. Lift up the upper back again, but relax the back of the neck. So cradle your head into your hands. And we're going to go through some bicycle crunches. So take an inhale here, and on an exhale, bring your left elbow towards the outside of that right knee. Inhale as you come back, exhale, switching sides. Keeping the elbows nice and back. So resisting the urge for the elbows to begin to point forward, seeing if you can keep the elbows pointing out towards the sides. As you inhale and come back, keep the upper back slightly lifted. Keep that navel pulling down towards your mat, feeling your lower back pressing down firmly into your mat. So continue flowing with your breath. Inhale as you come to center. Exhale as you twist. And the next time your left elbow goes to your right knee, we'll hold, squeezing into the twist. Navel pulls down. Very good. Inhale, release. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Hold. See if you can lift that left shoulder blade off of your mat. And inhale as you release down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Rock from side to side if that feels nice. Soften the back of your neck. Good. On your next inhale, release. Interlace your fingers again and cup the back of your head, softening the back of your neck. Gently lifting the upper back. We're going to go through our bicycle exercises just a little bit faster this time. So exhale as you crunch for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll do 10 more. So continuing to inhale on your way back, exhale as you cross. If you'd like, seeing if you can keep both legs lifted so that straight leg slightly hovering off the ground. After that 10th repetition, gently release down. Knees can hug in towards the chest again. Good job. Rock side to side. You can allow your head to rock side to side too, release any tension in the neck. Eventually rolling to one side and pressing yourself up into a tabletop position. We're going to come down onto our forearms, coming into our forearm or dolphin plank. So elbows underneath the shoulders, come onto the toes, heels press back. You can also drop the knees here if you'd like. Tailbone scoops down towards the heels. Keep the lower back strong. We'll hold here for a few breaths in our forearm plank. Keep that belly hugged in nice and tight. Take an inhale. On an exhale, roll onto the outside edge of that right foot. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, roll to the outside edge of the left. Keep both elbows firmly pressed down onto your mat, rolling from side to side as you cycle through each inhale and each exhale. Notice if the hips begin to lift up, try and keep the hips in line with the shoulders and the ankles, creating a nice straight line. Rolling from side to side. Exhale as you gently twist. Inhale as you come back to center. Exhale as you twist to the opposite side. We'll hold back in center. Take a breath here. And on an exhale, let your knees drop down. Soften into a child's pose, so let your hips sink down towards your heels. You can gently sway from side to side if that feels nice. Take a moment to take control of the breath again. On an inhale, press yourself back up, coming back into our forearm or dolphin plank. Tuck the toes under, press out through the heels, tailbone tucks. Create a nice straight line from the crown of your head to your heels. Take an inhale here. And then on your exhale, you're going to take a step with your right foot out to the side, so coming off of your mat. And then following that by the left foot. Inhale as you step back to center and exhale as you step out to the left. So to the right side, right foot steps out, followed by the left, and then back to center, left side, left foot steps out, followed by the right, and back to center. So continue flowing with your own breath, trying to keep the hips nice and stable and even. Notice if the hips want to reach up again. Keep that tailbone gently pressing down towards your heels, squeezing into the sides of the body as you step towards each side. Good. One more time. We'll step out to the left, step back to center, hold here for a breath. Good. Drop the knees. You can untuck the toes, sink the hips back down towards the heels into your child's pose again, and just rest. Doing any subtle movements that feel nice. On your next inhale, rolling yourself back up, we're coming back into our dolphin plank. This time coming into a side dolphin plank. So tuck the toes under, start in your regular plank, and then we're gonna roll onto the outside edge of that right foot, come onto the right forearm, stack the hips. So left hip is stacked directly on top of the right. Left hand can come onto the left hip. On an inhale, really reach the hips up as high as you can. Reach up. Exhale as you lower slightly back down to neutral. Inhale, squeezing up, lifting the hips up as high as you can. Exhale down to neutral. So continue flowing with your own breath. Squeezing into the right side of the body, lifting the hips up as high as you can. And then next time you squeeze and lift the hips up, see if you can release that left arm up straight towards the ceiling and hold. Keep those hips lifting. On an exhale, gently release. Come down into your plank, drop your knees, sink your hips back into your child's pose. Very good. On an inhale, coming forward again, we'll move on to the left side. So coming into your dolphin or forearm plank, and then rolling onto the left side. So stacking that right hip directly on top of the left shoulder on top of the left elbow, bringing that right hand to the right hip. On an inhale, squeezing up, exhale back to neutral. Inhale as you squeeze up, exhale slightly lower. So really emphasizing that squeezing action into the side of the body, into the left side of the body. Lifting the hips high as you can possibly lift them. The next time you squeeze up, release that right arm up towards the sky, reaching out through the fingertips. Exhale, you can gently release and make your way back down into your resting child's pose. Very good. We'll take just a few breaths here. On your next inhale, rolling yourself back up, we're going to come into our side plank again. So making your way into your side plank on the right side. So stacking that left hip on top of the right. This time we're going to extend that top left arm up into the air, pointing straight up in line with the shoulders. Take an inhale as you reach out and up through the fingertips. Exhale as you thread that left hand behind the right arm, twisting. Inhale as the fingertips reach up again, unwind, exhale, twist. So flowing with your own breath. Inhale as you come into your side plank and reach, exhaling as you twist. Keep those hips lifted throughout the entire duration of the pose and of the movement. Do one more inhale and exhale, twist. Good, inhale back to center and then exhale as you make your way into your forearm plank, and we're going to go right into the left side. So inhale this time, right arm reaches up, and exhale as you twist and thread that right arm through. Keeping the hips lifted. Performing the movement with some nice control. Very good. Stay with me here. Just one more. Inhale back up and exhale, release. Coming into your forearm plank, hold for a breath, and then drop the knees down and sink the hips back towards your heels one last time. On your next inhale, roll yourself back up. You can turn yourself around and come to laying on your back. We're going to go through just one more exercise. When you're ready, you can interlace your fingers behind your head. Keep the head resting down on your mat though, and on an inhale, lift the legs up, reaching the heels up towards the ceiling as best as you can. Belly buttons reaching down towards your spine. On an exhale, drop that left leg down to hover just a couple inches above your mat. Take an inhale here, and on an exhale, reach your fingertips towards the outside of that lifted right leg. Inhale as you come back. exhale, reach the fingertips to the right. So lifting the upper back off of the mat, trying to lift the shoulder blades off of your mat. Exhale as you crunch to the side. Inhale as you come back. Exhale to the side. Good. Just a few more. Keep the legs engaged. So reaching out through the balls of the feet. And exhale and hold. You got it. Work through all the shaking. And exhale, release. Good job. We'll move to the left side. When you're ready, interlacing the hands behind the head again. And lifting the legs, reaching the heels up towards the ceiling as best as you can. On an exhale, dropping that right leg down to hover over top of your mat. Take an inhale, and on an exhale, fingertips reach towards the outside of the left leg. Inhale as you come back. Exhale as you lift the upper back and crunch forward towards the outside of that left leg. Fingers really reaching as far as they can towards the outside of that leg. Keep that left leg lifted. Summon the strength for just a couple more. Inhale and exhale, last one, and we'll hold here. Very good. Inhale, release. Soften down into your mat. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Gently rock yourself from side to side. Congratulate yourself for all your hard work. On an inhale, reach the arms up overhead and extend the legs long. We're going to walk the arms and the legs off the right side of your mat, keeping that left shoulder and left hip grounded down. So we want to feel a nice stretch on the left side of the body. You can hold on to the left wrist with the right hand if you'd like, and cross the right ankle over top of the left. Exhale as you gently release. Move to the opposite side, so walk the hands and the feet off the left side of your mat, this time getting a nice stretch along the right side of the body. Keeping that right shoulder and right hip grounded down. Inhale as you come back to center. Good. We're going to bring the soles of the feet onto our mat. Bring them a little bit wider than hip width apart and let the knees fall in towards each other. Let your hands rest on your belly, and we'll go through a couple rounds of some diaphragmatic breathing. So on an inhale, you want to feel your diaphragm expanding, and on each exhale, you want to feel the diaphragm contract. See if on each inhale, you can feel your lower back pressing down into your mat. Allow that pressing action to come from your breath and your diaphragm expanding, and resist the urge to tilt your pelvis to press the lower back down. Allow it to completely come from your breath. So take a couple breaths here, focusing completely on this action of the movement of your diaphragm. This is how we can begin to strengthen the diaphragm, which is an essential part of core strength. Very good. After your next breath, you can hug your knees in towards your chest, make your way to your side, and come up to a comfortable seated position. And thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.